Cheli, how do you feel about retellings?
I'm like in the middle because I can either really like it or really hate it. I can never. It's never in the middle directly. It's either one or the other.
Okay.
And I think that's why I try not to read them. And so when we a while ago read Gilded, I was like, oh, this is chill. I didn't want to read a retelling, but I really like Marissa Meyer. So I'm glad we're reading this. And going into Gilded and now going into Cursed, I was just so like, wow, I love her originality. And I will tell you exactly the moment when I realized this was a Rumpelstiltskin retelling.
So you had no idea.
I had no idea.
How do you get to the part where she's like, I'll give you my firstborn? And also there's, straw being spun into gold.
I was just like, fuck. This
is so original. I've never seen this anywhere else.
Never.
I love that.
And you know what? I've taught that story.
Are you fucking serious?
So I should have known, but I didn't. I was so blind by my love for Gilded. Something about weak, pathetic men.
Hey, that's my thing.
It's funny.
That's my thing.
Ever since you've been saying that, I see those posts all the time.
Really?
Like, Yajaira's catering my social media or
for you page.
Because it'll show me like a picture. Like, I just really love when weak, pathetic men, strong, dominant women. It's like, fuck.
It's the best combo.
I just really like men who are just so fucking in love. And we made so many jokes when we talked about Gilded, the first one, Gilded. I just want to make sure that goes through. That I fucking love that man.
Yeah.
Retelling or not.
That ghost boy.
I fuck with that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, and I will say, the first one also made me cry. I didn't mention that.
What part?
Just the longing.
But like what part?
Just like the fact that he was just like, I'm not satisfied, and then kisses her for 1 second. That shit got me. The little kids, that shit got me too.
When did you realize this was a retelling?
I'm not gonna tell you till it comes
you
up.
literally
I'm not gonna tell you.
Rewind to when she was like, and I will
tell you when it comes up, because you're gonna be disappointed. I think I'm gonna have to look away actually because I'm embarrassed. What about you? How do you feel about retellings?
I think I'm the same way as you. I think it can go either way, where I do really love them or they just completely missed the mark for me. I think that sometimes it works, which is so fucking weird to say. Sometimes it works for me when it's completely different from the original work. I don't know. Because in a way, you're just inspired from the original story, but you're not keeping the bulk of the original story.
Yeah.
So I like when it's completely different. But
you know what's crazy to me?
I think sometimes it just really depends. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I think maybe I'm a little bit more critical.
You know what's crazy to me? The fact that Akatar is a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
Oh, I know.
That didn't occur to me at all.
Me neither. I think because it was so fucking big and long and oh my God. It just didn't occur to me either until I think afterwards when people would say, if you want a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
It's like, no, you don't get it. Tamlin was just a beast.
And she wasn't even a beauty. Was she?
I think she was.
I don't remember that.
I think she was a beauty. She just couldn't read. And that's okay.
Oh,
that's okay, queen.
An illiterate beauty. I love that.
Illiterate queen. I love you, queen. I think we need to go back. Go back in time to when we talked about Gilded.
Back to the beginning.
Thank you. And remember why we love ghosts so much. So do you think...
Ghosts? Oh, you don't even like ghosts, which is weird.
I'm scared of them. I mean, I'm fine with them, but
I mean, I don't mind them.
And I'm not lonely. I'm not Gilded. Let's go back to the ghost we know and love. Do you think talking about him one last time and figuring out when I figured out this was the Rumpelstiltskin retelling will fix your life?
I really, really hope so.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast
where we fix lives
one book at a time. Ghost edition. I'm your host, Cheli.
And I'm your host, Yajaira.
On this podcast, we will tell you the whole story, but also tell you nothing at all. So if you're here for vibes alone, and want a live comment while you're watching this, like, wow, this doesn't happen at all. Go ahead, because we're here for those vibes.
We want to play Spot the Difference. So,
but also go ahead and try it out of listening to our episodes and not reading the books, and try to convince your friends that you read it.
oh my God.
I think that shit's gonna be so funny. You're gonna go up to them like, I loved Gilded. I don't know why it was such a big Axe body spray endorsement, but I love that shit.
Yeah, they were sponsored by Axe for sure.
No, they really were. Allegedly, they really were.
I think that would be so funny.
How much can you get away with it?
Yeah,
it's so funny because my friend Maya, she listens to our podcast, and she was telling me that she really wanted to read Bride, but she had seen that we did an episode for it. I don't know if I recommended her the episode first or she saw it first, but she told me she had listened to it, and then she was just kind of like, man, and I wanted to read it too. And I was like, you can still read it, because trust me, we did not cover the whole thing.
There's no way that we're going to cover the whole book.
Yeah.
And even so, you think my memory is that good? We have like 9 books in our queue that we've read and need to film.
But also, I do have the entirety of Bride tattooed on the inside of my eyeballs. So I never forget it. Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Mercy. Misery. Mercy. Misery.
Misery.
Yeah, exactly.
Misery. And
what was his name?
What was his name? Low. His name was Low.
What was his full name?
His name was Low. Ow.
What was his full name?
Low. Wait, fuck. Low Eastwood.
Eastwood?
He seems like an Eastwood. I don't remember his
definitely.
Wait, what was his name? What was his name?
That was your 5 out of 5 book.
Low. And you know what? I should remember it because there was a whole scene. It's like, oh, know his name. I don't fucking know his name. But we're not talking about wolves. We're not talking about vampires. We're talking about fucking ghosts and fucking ghosts.
Yeah.
So,
fucking ghosts.
a really quick, like 4-sentence synopsis. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Gild was a ghost. I'm gonna start over. I messed up.
Hello?
Serilda, who was apparently born because of a...
This is so good already. I can't wait to read this book.
Because of a wish asked for by her dad, who really wanted to marry this one girl, is just like a born liar, because she was born under the god of stories and lies and fortune and whatever, all that shit. She lives in a world where everyone fucking hates her for being a liar, but also it's mystical and magical, and on the full moon there's a hunt. Don't go outside because there's this dude named the Erlking who he used to fucking kill gods. Can you believe that guy? Don't go outside because then you're going to be part of the hunt. But she goes outside anyway because she hears people that are like in trouble, and then she crashes into the Erlking and decides to lie her way out of it, and is like, I was actually blessed by the god of gold, so I can spin shit into gold. And he's like, bet. Takes her to the castle. There's this whole thing where she can't spin gold, so she gets this ghost named Gild to help her, but the ghost falls in love with her, and he wants to help her out of this situation because every full moon she gets dragged into this
to spin more gold.
Yeah, so she falls in love with this ghost, and they make sweet love, and by the end of the story she has a ghost baby in her, and she tells...
Well, also she promised Gild her firstborn.
Oh yeah, that's
in order for him to spin gold for her after she had no other possessions to give him.
It's just the little things. And then the Erlking's like, you have a baby in you, and he didn't know it was Gild, but it's like, you have a baby in you, and that baby has powers. Say less. And it ends with Serilda and Gild going like, you know what, Gild? You're the prince here, and I know it, and you're not dead. You're just cursed. And the thing about curses is they can be broken. Music plays in the background.
Yeah.
Credits roll.
Okay, so now we're to the sequel, which is titled Cursed by Marissa Meyer. We didn't say that. So we mentioned it in the first one, and I want to mention it again. I really love this book cover. I don't know why, but I really like when bread pops out in when it's like black.
I do prefer the first book cover. I didn't mind this one. I didn't like it necessarily, but I do like how the red kind of goes down. It's like streaming down. And it's her cloak, her red cloak. She's just a queen, you know, and like literally going to be a queen too. So
yeah, because she is going to marry the Erlking.
it
Wow.
fucking hurts me so much because throughout the beginning of this book, that she's like walking down the hall, going to the Erlking's room. And she's just like, yeah, we do this every single day. We just sit there in silence for 40 minutes, you know, pretend we're like
in love.
And then I leave. But I can't tell anyone that.
Isn't it mostly to keep up pretenses? So people are like, wow, they're so in love with each other.
I love when they only spend 40 minutes together.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. But
who's going to believe that they're in love just from spending 40 minutes a day?
And I hate it because when she's walking there, Gild's like, you gonna go see your hubby?
Can I go see your future husband?
catching his tears in his Axe bottle.
And then Gild would be like, did he hurt you?
Is it? And it's like, no, nothing has happened.
Well, she doesn't say that, but
she can't, can she?
She can't say that, no. She just says...
It's funny, because for someone who's a fucking liar...
all of a sudden...
now you're super fucking honest. I guess she's not. She's just not saying certain things.
She's lying by omission, technically. But.
Yeah, but he's just kind of like, okay, well, go see him.
Go see your fucking husband, you cheater.
And they haven't really touched or done anything.
Because she's afraid that the other ghosts are going to see them for some fucking reason.
But who?
She wasn't scared before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to mention in the last one that she's cursed. He stabbed her with a golden tip arrow. And now she's
like really big.
Now she's a fucking phantom in the hallways.
Kind of like him. Kind of like Gild.
So she knows that her body is in the castle somewhere. Because, she's cursed. So I thought it was really sad when she was literally like the fucking babysitter of all of these dead children. The children that she would tell stories to in the first one.
And they still have the injury of when they died, right?
Yeah, they do. So it was really sad because they obviously would seek comfort with her and they would want to hug her and whatever. And she would describe it as feeling kind of icky a little bit when they would touch her because they're obviously dead. And there's a difference between her who's cursed and then the children who are actually dead and actually ghosts there. So they would feel... I guess colder.
Oh, it's so sad. So I'm gonna kind of speed through the beginning. So Serilda is getting married to the Erlking, and the Erlking is just super like, "How's the baby coming along? Like, how's right?"
Yeah, something like that. But she can't feel the baby.
No, and she can't even see it. So she's like, I'm not showing. Am I actually fucking pregnant? But whatever.
She's like, I think I'm like 3 months, 4 months at this point, but her stomach's still flat. She's still a skinny queen.
So when their wedding comes along, it's like this whole ass thing where they bring a lot of
ritual.
They bring a lot of animals, and you're supposed to make like
vows
and then shoot at the animals, and if you hit the animals then the vow will come true. And she's over here like, I vow to fucking hate your guts forever, and then she misses.
Well, she says it more passive aggressively. It would be like, I vow to tolerate your presence every fucking day of my life.
And his vows are like low-key romantic.
Yeah, they're a little too romantic. He's like, I vowed for my last breath to be yours, my queen.
Can I be honest? I didn't understand what he wanted.
Oh, no, me neither. And I don't even think he knew what he wanted because it was a huge switch.
And there were some times where I'm like, are they gonna fucking end up together? Or is he just being an ass? Because then when he would switch, he would totally go to like never talking to her, being super horrible to everything she loves, and just like he was a bitch. He was so much. But then there were those moments where it's like, I'm gonna love you until the day that you die. So I don't know. Well, they got married, and you know how much we love our prankster.
Gild.
Our little prankster, the prankster boy.
This part also gave me the ick.
Me too.
The pranks. We mentioned in the why are you here if you haven't seen the first one? But you know what? I guess I can't blame you. So in the first one, we mentioned that we didn't love that he was a prankster. It's kind of weird.
But this prank, out of all of them, was the worst one to me.
Why so? Explain it. Please, Charlie, explain the prank.
Can you imagine you just married a 10-foot beast? And that's what I imagine the Erlking looks
10
like.
10 foot?
Yeah,
damn.
10 feet.
And, oh my God.
And the Erlking, Gild comes in, puts his hand around Serilda, and it's like, you know, the old tradition, you know, culture, you know what we do, you know, the last thing you have to do in like a marriage ceremony, and then fucking the Erlking who has killed thousands of innocent lives. Don't you fucking dare, Gild. Why I oughta, you know, just so gross. And then he disappears, and he's holding Serilda, and he's like, Babe,
I did. I fucking kidnapped you.
Tell me about how good I looked. I would have looked in the mirror, but I can't see me. Oh, you can't see you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oops. You're also cursed.
How good I look, babe.
Yeah, so he decided to kidnap her on the night of her wedding because he thought it would be funny, because technically the Erlking can't start the party without the bride. So he's like, so he has to search for you, and I can only give you back if he pays a ransom for you or something like that. And she was over here like, why would you do this? And he explains to her, well, it would be weirder if I didn't.
Yeah.
It would be weird if I didn't try to pull a prank on him.
Yep. You don't get it, babe. This is really funny.
Which I thought was a little bit confusing, because at this point, well, I guess she did see him in the first book, but the Erlking didn't think that they had ever really interacted in general.
Was this the part where they hid in a closet together and they were really close to each other, and she was like, our shoulders are touching? Oh my God.
Yeah. There was a lot of longing in this section.
Oh my God. I fucking love that shit. But also just this whole curse part, I couldn't. Because then it gets to the point where she's like, I know that you have nothing to lose, but he has 5 of the kids that I love basically hostage. I need to go back. And he's like, okay, let's go back. And so he hides her behind like a pillar, and he goes in and is like, you already started the final supper without your wife? Like, you didn't even bother to look for her. And it's like, shut the fuck up, prankster. Like, I fucking hate you. Where the fuck is my wife? And it's like, no, you know how it works. You got to ransom. So I want something. It was like something really big. And he was like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just kidding. I want this. And it like keeps getting smaller. And it gets to the point, it's like, I want that ladle right there, that spoon.
At the Erlking's like, that ladle? Yeah, it's a really nice ladle. I really want it.
Well, you're telling me that your wife isn't worth a ladle? Serilda, I don't know her name, isn't worth a ladle? And he's like, okay, fine, take the ladle. And then Serilda comes running out and whatever. If a man traded me for a spoon, I'm out of it. I'd be, what the fuck, Gild? You could have asked for something nice. You could have just asked for, like, I thought he was going to do some cute shit. Like, all I ask for is a night. A night. Like, no, not with, wait.
A night?
Like, to spend with Serilda. I wanted him to be like, I just want to hang out with her. That's all. I just want companionship.
He would not have accepted that.
Really? She was missing. That could have been the end of the story, and they could have just never crashed into them again.
Yeah, it could have been. But
I wanted him to do something like that and be like, I'm going to stand up for my shit. I wanted that. But instead, he got a fucking spoon. And you know what the worst part is?
What?
What the fuck was up with him wearing it on his fucking belt?
I don't know.
I
don't even really remember what he used the ladle for.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing?
He said he liked it because it had drawings on it that were all carved in a little. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
I don't remember that.
I was so angry.
Well, I remember the wooden ladle, but
I wish there would have been a moment. It's like, if only we had an instrument that was spoon shaped that can hold a little more liquid. Oh my God.
My ladle. He's like, I've been waiting for this fucking moment.
But no.
Thank God my ladle came in handy.
Yeah. And he does this a lot. Like when he was later in the book, when he does favors for people, he just collects spoons. And then at one point
spoons.
At one point when they leave, he gets very like, oh, I fucking forgot my spoons.
God damn it.
And it's like, Gild, we're getting your body back. I don't fucking care anymore.
I don't even care about my body anymore. Damn.
If I'm back in my body, where will my ladle be?
Oh yeah, where would it be? That's a good question.
Lost forever.
How does that work? Like,
we'll talk about
when
that.
you put it on yourself, is it on your actual body?
No, I don't think so. More later.
Well, why don't we skip forward? So then they're on a little bit of a quest of searching for their bodies around the castle.
Yeah.
Because that's the way to break the curse. You have to find your body. And they're both convinced that well, I think it's Serilda first, who's convinced that their bodies are in the castle because in order for the curse to work, their bodies have to be nearby. Mm-hmm. And so when they're hunting for their bodies, they come across like a god.
Yes.
What was it? A chicken?
It was a chicken basilisk. Wow. I remember that shit.
Eating that shit up. Like, wait, I'm kind of hungry actually.
It like had the inside of it was like a snake, but the outside just looked like a chicken.
Gross.
But they go into that room and then they go into like a catacombs like area of that room because it goes deeper. And that's where they find just like a big tomb with several bones in it. And it's
of all the gods God's creatures that he's killed. Right? No, he hasn't killed any gods.
It was all of the workers and all of the families of Rumpel that were killed.
I think it would have been more impressive had it been the creatures he had hunted down. That way he would have seemed more intimidating, a little bit scarier. But instead, it was the workers. I guess that is, but it's sad.
It's scary too because like they had to basically bury through or go through the bones in order to find the prince, which is Gild's body, and it was described to just kind of be thrown in there.
Oh, that's so fucking rude and disrespectful.
Yeah. But it's like low-key kind of funny too. It's like, Gild, why are you sitting like that? Gild, why are you sitting like that?
Gild, why are you built like that? Wait.
And it's funny because Gild was looking at himself and he was dressed like in a lot of ruffles and super regal. And
oh my God.
Like, who the fuck is that bitch? Oh,
well, first, didn't they see a portrait of him and his sister, I think? He was like, I would never fucking wear that, first of all. And then he sees his body. I guess I did wear that. Oops. Again, remember, he has no memory of his life.
That's such a like dissociative moment to like see yourself.
I know, it's kind of scary. But then Serilda tells him, okay, get in there, get in your body so you can, the curse can be broken. Yeah. And he tells her, Serilda, I can't leave you here, because once he goes into his body, then he won't be able to see her anymore because she'll be on the other side of the veil.
Yep. And then I think at this moment they also find the princess, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
I think they find her, but he kind of just looks at her and he's like, I got nothing.
He doesn't feel anything because he doesn't remember her, but that's his sister.
I don't remember the beats to like the romance in this story, but I do know there's a moment, I think it's in this moment, where they both kiss, and then as soon as they pull away, she's just kind of like, I've been waiting for you to do that for like the longest time. And he was just like, I wasn't sure you liked me like that anymore.
I thought you liked your king. I know.
Dude, it's so...
Why are you crying?
I love Gild so much. He's just a boy.
I don't like that he's described as a boy. How old is he? I'm concerned.
I think he's the same age as her.
I think. No way.
I would hope. I if anything else, I would drop.
Because she's 19. So he's 19?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he was young. But yeah, he is described as a boy. He has young behavior, which is weird. But he's just like shy, and he's just been alone for so long and not known what has happened. And the fact that you know that this is all yours, and it's like, damn, I've been living here for so long and I didn't know that shit. He's sleeping in my room.
He's like, this is my house this whole time.
So how did you feel? Do we have to talk about the story in order?
No.
Okay. So just know that
I kind of like when we just kind of
go for it. Okay, so this whole book is just them trying to figure out how to get their bodies back. The kids,
trying to find her body.
Yes, trying to find her body so that when she finds it, they can have a night when the hunt is going on, where she can get in her body, Gild can get in his body. They can free the princess, and they can also get the kids out and into like heaven, basically.
But the Erlking is definitely using the ghosts of the children in his favor, because he knows that Serilda feels guilty because they would have never been murdered had it not been for her attempt of death, of dying, of pretending to die. And so she wants the kids to be released, but he's kind of just like holding them against her and keeping them locked up in the castle as well.
How did you feel about the character Agath? So she was the one who's introduced during one of the days of the hunt. They have like a day where they take out old things that they've hunted and they play with it basically to like, oh, you're about to get out, but no, we're just fucking with you. And they're doing that as like a show for everyone. And Agath, who's one of the hunters, sits next to Serilda and is just kind of like, I'm not part of that. Like, I love hunting, don't get me wrong, but I don't like what he does. And honestly, like my life, I don't remember much, but I remember I used to teach sword fighting here in the castle. And it hit Serilda. I was like, oh my God, she taught Gild.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I knew it was going to go the way that it did.
I knew too, because it was just too convenient.
Yeah, it was. And then there was a moment when Agath was like, hey, there's a way that you can free the children. Yeah, you could free the children by using the gold that you spun. You just have to like lasso them and then just toss them into freedom, basically. And so she reveals this. And then all of a sudden the fucking Erlking shows up and is like, we're leaving. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
And it was the night they were going to get their bodies back. Mm-hmm. And it sucked because she couldn't even see Gild to tell her that she was leaving. And she was leaving for a month. Mm-hmm. So then when they leave...
one of the other ghosts told her that they were going to be gone for 3 months.
Damn.
And so she was panicking because they weren't in the castle. So there was no way for her to tell Gild, hey, I'm leaving. Sorry. But... yeah, they end up going, I think, to the Erlking's castle. Because where they were, I don't think we described it or explained it, but it was...
the ruins of the castle.
Of Gild's castle.
Yes.
So now they're back in the Erlking's castle.
So at that castle, they basically, because of a story she told, and she totally made it up in her mind, they found a unicorn, and it turns out that unicorn was the Moss Grandma and Scrub Grandma. Is that what her name is?
I don't remember her name. Was it her? I thought she just lived around there.
No, it was her. And so they took her. The Erlking reveals like, I know that you've been lying about this whole spinning gold shit, and I don't know why.
Well, there was a part that we skipped. Do you remember the little girl, Lena?
Yes.
She showed up to the castle.
Yes.
Before they left, she showed up to the castle, and she was the one who mentioned the full Goldergeist.
Yes,
which was Gild, because Gild would, fucking just throw gold shit around the town
for funsies.
Nearby. Yeah, for funsies, because he thought it was a little game. Even though the fucking villagers were like, "This is how I'm gonna eat for the rest of the week."
Yep, and
she kind of revealed it because I think she had a gold horse or something made out of gold. And the Erlking was like, where the fuck did you get this? And she was like, for Goldergeist, because she wasn't a good liar. Mm-hmm. And so Serilda tried to make up a lie. And I think that's when she kind of tried to distract him with the unicorn. And luckily she got Lena to leave the castle. And now that they're with the unicorn, which was the grandma of the Moss Maidens, then she's trying to come up with another lie, but it didn't work for her.
And he knows it's Gild. I know it's him. Well, he doesn't call him the poltergeist. We're going to bring him over here and he's going to spin gold for us. And,
So he tells Gild that he has to spin some fucking straw into gold.
Yes. And so then I don't remember how it plays out, but I know that it's revealed that Agath was a bitch. And it's like, no, you don't get it. The Erlking promised me that I'd be free. And I'd be the atonement I wanted, I'd get.
So she betrayed them. Yes. And let me just say, I was not shocked at all. I knew she was going to betray them. I knew, because she didn't know. Nobody remembers their past life or their actual life. And so she didn't know that she taught Gild to fight. And she doesn't know that she worked for the prince and that he's the prince. And for some reason, Serilda didn't tell her. You know what's so annoying about Serilda? The times that I wish she would open her fucking mouth, she doesn't open her mouth. She doesn't. No.
She was very inconsistent in that way. Mm-hmm. Because I expected her to be more outspoken. But there were moments where she didn't say shit. She didn't say shit.
I know.
So Gild comes and they basically force him into a room and he's just meant to like spin until he dies, basically.
And he wasn't going to do it at first, right?
No, he wasn't.
He was like, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't spin gold.
And then Erlking was like, bring the queen. And then they brought her and then he fucking broke one of her fingers. And it's like, for every time you say no to me, it's another one of those fingers broken.
Which at first I was like, how does the fuck she feel this pain?
She's dead. What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Also, when she saw her body, she did see that her stomach was growing. Oh, so she was like, oh my God, I am pregnant.
I'm pregnant. Dude, how did you feel when the Erlking revealed to everyone, like, guys,
we're pregnant.
We're expecting. And then Gild was like, expecting, like, because the kids talk about it later. It's like, oh yeah, you know, the baby. And he's like, what baby?
Oh yeah, for some reason he fucking missed that. Wasn't he right there?
No, I think he heard it, but he just wanted it to be confirmed. So then it was like, what baby? And it's like, oh, you didn't hear Serilda? Whole baby in her stomach.
Yeah, because the kids were really excited. They were like, I can't wait. We're going to have a little brother or sister.
I wish she would have said something sooner. I hated when she actually said it. I wanted her to just be like, I wanted a moment where he was just like, why don't you fucking go run to the Erlking if you love him so much? It's like, do you know whose baby this is? It's like pointing to her body. Do you know whose baby this is?
Oh my God. That is so fucking funny.
You know,
there was a moment when she wanted to tell him. Yeah. But she didn't. She felt like the words kind of just got stuck in her throat, you know?
Oh, now they do? Now.
Exactly. That's my fucking point. That's what I hate. That's what I couldn't stand about Serilda. It's like the moments that I wish you would just start word vomiting, you don't.
Dang, that's the thing about storytellers, though. You don't know when the story's going to come.
No.
That's not how it works. So they're stuck in the Erlking's castle. And I really like that part where the Erlking's like, oh no, some person goes like, the Erlking wants you in this room. And when she goes, she sees Gild just like sitting with his arms crossed. And he's like, I don't want to spin. And as soon as she comes in, it's like, oh my gosh, she's here and apparently he had asked the Erlking, like, I will only spin if you let me see that she's okay. And so they get 5 minutes alone, which honestly, that was a little weird. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes alone. And then one of the ghosts had to watch. They
could have
5 minutes for Gild? I could have, wait, hold on. 5 times 6 is what? 30? I could have had sex 300 times.
He's like, damn, girl, we are ready.
Byron. They could have done so much in that time. And
they didn't.
They didn't. I don't even remember what they did. I think they just hugged.
I think they just talked.
Right?
I think
it's like, how are your fingers? Everything good? He's like, how are you? You know, I'm spinning out here, but you know how it is. And they're just talking about like, I don't know. It just, everything went so wrong. There seems to be no way to save them or the kids at this point.
So then when does he bring Pershta into this?
They are told that they're going to have to visit this place at night. And it's one day when the Erlking's super romantic and is like, I got you a cloak, favorite color red. And she's like, that's not my favorite color. No, it is. Trust me.
It's your favorite color now.
And, you know, it's going to be so great, babe. I just love you so much. You know, I just feel like we don't spend enough time together. And so he takes her with the rest of his hunt to this bridge. And at midnight, it opens up and all of a sudden she sees her dad again. And he's chilling.
Yes. He's chilling.
Over
he's
here
vibing.
Is great, babe. Oh, by the way, your mom's not over here. Because she wasn't fucking dead.
Yeah, that's something else we didn't bring up. So this whole time she wasn't sure if her mom died because of the wild hunt or she just abandoned her. And so this was a moment when she was like, wait, my mother's not here. That means that bitch is alive. Because this was a moment when everyone's family ghosts came out. And they were reunited.
And it really sucked because Serilda also saw the king and the queen, which is Gild's parents. And it was just kind of like,
Suegros,
hey,
mother-in-law, how are you?
Your son's doing fine. We did have sex
Watch
300
me
times.
spin this straw into gold.
I'm just kidding.
I've learned. Can you imagine?
I actually spun some straw for you, and she holds out. It's just like fucking a mess. Like not even. Yeah, I did it myself. Actually,
I did it myself. I've been practicing. I'm getting better, I think.
Don't worry, Gild's great. He's trapped in a dungeon, but he's great.
He's actually spinning right now.
But then the god comes out. I don't remember which one it is.
One of the gods.
And he's just kind of like, Erlking, what are you doing here? And he's like, I have a proposition for you. I will give you everyone here, every dead person, yours.
So
except for those 5 kids.
All of the ghosts
for you
that were in the castle. So he was going to give them to the god.
If Perchta can come back. And it's like, oh shit. And then he's like, no, that's not enough. Okay, I'll give you all of my my men as well. And everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. And it's like, well, even if you did that, like, I need a vessel to put the body or to her soul in.
He's like, I have a vessel. It's right here.
And it's fucking Serilda's body that's pregnant as fuck. And then Serilda's like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that to me. No, I refuse. And then the god's like, yeah, she refuses. I can't do it if she refuses. And then it's like, okay, hold on a minute. Babe, you love those 5 kids, right? This is your moment to send them to heaven right now. So yes or no? She's like, fuck. There's no other way out of this. So I have to say yes. I have to say, let the kids
So
free.
this is the 3rd time that she puts her baby in danger.
Yeah.
God damn, Serilda.
You know what's crazy to me too? She never experienced birth.
No, she didn't. I mean, she felt the pains after, but
she never experienced holding the baby for the long
or
like,
even feeling the baby kick in there, you know, feeling the baby grow. How the hell did the baby maintain healthy? Who fed the baby? That's my question.
Weird. So Perchta ends up in that body and she's like, this is it.
Well, Serilda agrees basically. Because she's just like, oh my God, I feel so guilty about these children. Yes. So I guess I'll do it.
And all the kids go and it's really sad. And Perchta stands up as Serilda, mortal form, and is like, this is what you gave me? Babe, I love you, babe. Don't they kiss in that form?
I think so, yeah. But it's weird because she's excited about being pregnant because Perchta, you know, she wants to be a mother.
Yeah, apparently.
But only for a little bit.
Yeah.
Until they, you know, until they grow and then she's over it.
And Serilda's like, I can't fucking believe that happened. And then she starts going towards the light. And it's not until Gild runs out, which how the fuck did he get out?
I have no idea.
He runs out and he's like, Beba, look at me. Ice here. And puts like the part of the arrow that was connecting her to her body on her. And if she's touching it, she's grounded. So they escape.
Yeah, they escape.
And they run back to the castle. I'll be honest. I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't care. I care so much about Serilda and Gild, but I was like, why am I going through this fucking goose chase? You're telling me you're here and now you're there and you can't do the ghost like poo poo. So now you gotta walk all the way. And the way that they describe the travel, it's like, yeah, we did not enjoy this shit. And it's like, there wasn't even any fucking cute moments. I'm here for the longing, for the yearning. I'm not here for the hunt.
The adventure part of it.
I just wanted them to be together.
Then they find the sister.
Oh yeah, she was in the Erlking's castle. I loved her, by the way. She's a lot and she's a little weird. She like befriends monsters and like names them, and I'm like, wow, queen. Yeah. Me. So no, but they go back and they basically tell the sister like, we will be back. Like, you just wait for us.
Because they need to bring the body or do something with the body. I don't remember what.
So on their way, Serilda basically tells Gild, like, I get what the Erlking's doing. He is hunting all of these divine beasts, basically, because they're the god in beast form. And when he has all 7 of them, he wants to make the wish to lift the veil and control the whole world. That's what he wants to do. Yeah. And so then what we need to do is we need to go back to the castle before the Erlking gets there, release the beasts so that he doesn't have them and try to prolong it, find our bodies, get in the bodies and get the fuck out. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So then they split up when they're actually there.
When does she tell him, hey, that's actually your baby?
She doesn't tell him until... No, it's around this point.
Yeah,
because they go before they go to the castle. They go to the town, and she sees that the woman, the innkeeper, was pregnant, gave birth, and they can't obviously see Serilda and Gild, but Serilda sits there and is like, you know that baby that was in my tummy that you saw?
Yeah,
crazy story. I've only ever had sex once. Best 10 seconds of my life.
oh my god, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
She got pregnant. I mean, I know it happens,
was strong.
but damn.
Yeah, he was strong. It's yours.
You're a dad.
And he just is like, I really like this part because he kind of sat with it for a bit. And then he was like, even if that baby wasn't mine, I was already planning to like treat it as my own.
Yeah, he did say that, huh? That was so sweet. He was ready to step up.
It's the dad. It's the man who steps up. Thank you.
But he didn't. I mean, he is the dad, so.
Yeah, and he was just really excited. So
He was like, we're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. It's not about you, Gil. I can't believe I'm pregnant. I knew it.
I knew. You know, I had these really weird
it.
cravings.
Yeah, the other day I just like fucking ate and I'd never eat because I'm a fucking ghost. It's so fucking crazy. They go back to the castle and they split up because it's like, you go free one of the beasts, I'll go free the other one. She fails twice with freeing the beast.
She does, but it's okay.
Because
All right.
in order to appreciate a success, you must face loss, queen. So she sucks and he does too.
I guess they don't really want their child that badly.
You know what? I didn't even fucking like hold the baby. So
I didn't even feel the baby kick once.
dude,
so.
but you know that part when she knew like he's already coming back, there's so much shit going on, and she sees Gild's body and the sister's body too, and just breaks the bows, and then Gild is just all of a sudden transported back to his body, and he's just like, oh,
Serilda, god fucking damn it.
That fucking hurt me.
It did hurt because now he can't see her. You know, she's behind
When the veil is up.
Yeah, when the veil is up. So.
Yeah, I thought it was really sad when she was like right in front of him and he was just like, baby,
I'm right here.
Baby.
Look at me. He's like trying to blow in her ear, like nothing, not a breeze.
Yeah, but him and his sister kind of escape for the time being, and I think they go to the town and kind of lay low for a bit. Serilda, though, she's like, I'm gonna go find my god, the god of stories and deception,
Because that bitch, she fucking owes me. My life has been shit. So she owes me.
so I'm gonna go. So then she goes. She tells him like, you know, you owe me one, so you better return, give me a wish. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna give you a wish, but I could give you a story. And she tells her the story.
And Serilda's like, God fucking damn it. That's my thing. That's my thing.
You can't take that from me. Is that the story of Rumpelstiltskin?
Yes. She talks about the prince.
It wasn't until I saw the name Rumpel.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I saw the name Rumpel.
I thought that was so dumb.
And I literally, I was at the library with my sister, and she was reading and I was reading, and I just look up at her and I just have like a face of defeat. I'm like, she had me in her clutches this whole time, and I'm reading about Rumpel fucking Stillskin.
I can't.
I thought it was stronger.
I can't believe. I can't believe you didn't know until this.
It just
moment.
hit me. And you know what? This is the worst part. I fucking hated that it was like one of them's named Rumpel, one of them's named Stillskin. And it's like, Rumpel. Or you looked at your child and it's like, oh.
Rumpel. Wait, you have a problem with Rumpel? I have a problem with Stillskin. What the fuck? What's a Stillskin?
That baby kind of looks like a Stillskin.
He really does. Stillskin?
And can you imagine getting married and it's just kind of like, babe, I know you love your name. Rumpel slaps. Stillskin slaps just as hard. We have a baby. Rumpelstiltskin. Hear me out. That's the best fucking name I've ever fucking heard. Yeah, so.
Well, I already knew that it was a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. Sorry.
I fucking hated that shit. So she's like, I have this story in my heart, in my mind. And then the Erlking comes and is like, hey, wife, I'm going to take my wish now. And I forget what she wishes for or what he wishes
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
When she's talking to this god of deception and tricks or whatever the fuck, she's like, wait a minute, you're my mother.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are you my mother?
Mama?
This whole fucking time you've been here? Are you fucking serious?
I thought you loved me. And it's like, I did love you, but
I did love you, but I'm a god. So I gotta run away. Wait, so she didn't have any god features? She didn't, huh?
No,
I feel like she said, like, wait, am I half god? You're so funny. That's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
You're not a god.
That's stupid, Serilda.
You're a human. Sorry.
But the Erlking comes after that and is like, beautiful reunion. Love that shit. I'm asking for a wish, and my wish is for the veil to be lifted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happens. And Serilda's like, oh, fuck, I'm running out of time. Mm-hmm. So then she runs back, I guess. So they go to visit Gild and the sister in the village. And it's really cute because just Serilda watching this, you could tell it's Gild really trying to connect to his sister. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't know. Or she does know. I don't know.
Wait, didn't they get their memories back?
No. They're kind of...
I don't really remember this part.
I do, because I really liked when Serilda was like, I want him to know that I'm here. So she like kisses his cheek and he's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
He like slaps his face like fucking flies.
And I think he like whispers, or she whispers in his ear, and he just kind of looks around. And it isn't until Serilda's body, or no, not Serilda's body, but Perchta, who is in Serilda's body, comes and is like, I'm giving birth, everyone.
Fucking move.
I need people to get this baby out of me. So she sits down and Gild is like, Serilda?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
If I was Serilda's ghost, I'd be like, thank fucking God I don't have to go through the labor.
You think so? I think I would be mad. Well, I mean, yeah, labor sucks, but like you didn't experience anything with this baby.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess you're right, yeah. And also she hates Perchta, so. Mm-hmm. Well, Perchta's not a good person, first of all.
Perchta gives birth to this baby. And it's funny because at first Gild is like, Perchta doesn't see him. Gild wants to go up to Serilda and Lena's standing right there. And then the actual ghost Serilda makes the window close. And it's like, wait, that's not Serilda. That's Perchta. We can't go in there. We're going to go hide and everything. Lena, make sure she doesn't know we're here. And so then Perchta gives birth, and it's a baby girl. Same hair as as Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, as Gild. And
what is it, red brown?
Yeah.
Reddish brown. How do you explain that to the Erlking? Wait, Beeb, I swear it's yours. I swear.
I swear up.
It's because my dad had that color of hair.
No, it's a recessive gene. You don't get it.
You don't get it, I swear.
I think it was, oh God, it hurts me that Perchta was really mean to Lena's family, because they're like, take the baby, I don't want it.
Oh yeah, because Lena was the one who saw her, Lena and the mayor, her mother. Yeah. And they were like, oh my God, Serilda, you're pregnant. Yeah.
But then when the baby is born, she doesn't even want to feed it. And it's like, why is it so loud?
Why is it fucking crying?
And the mayor's just kind of like, Serilda, why are you being like this? You're never like this. Mm-hmm. She's like, just get that baby away from me. You little one, come with me to the castle so you can like hold the baby and like take care of it and stuff. Mm. And so she takes Lena and they go to the castle.
I find it so infuriating that for someone who craves motherhood, so fucking bad at it. Yeah. I mean, obviously she's always been bad at it because, you know, she would get tired of the baby after it grew to a certain age. But I don't know. I didn't expect her to embrace motherhood, but I thought that maybe her actually giving birth would have been like, wow, I love children.
Yeah, nope.
But no, she was still the same.
And dude, that final showdown part, because basically they go to the castle. You can now see Serilda because the veil is whatever. The sister had made a tapestry that showed the future. It's like a whole thing that shows the future. And it basically showed that if in the final showdown, Gild shows up, Gild will die. So it was really just up to Serilda to solve all this shit. So she had golden arrows that she was going to kill these
fucking bitches.
Yeah, with. And so then final showdown, she doesn't kill them. Like she doesn't do it. And Gild comes in and it's just kind of like, that baby is mine.
That baby? Mine.
But at the same time, now that all the 7 gods are there and they're making a wish, I don't even remember what they wished for.
Well, the god told Pershta, you have to give up something that you really love. Which this part to me made no fucking sense. Because no fucking way Pershta loved this fucking baby. I literally thought that she was going to have to give up the Erlking.
And that would have been really good.
But no, she was like, damn, I guess I have to give up this baby that I totally really love. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Serilda was crying and screaming because she was like, that's my baby.
Yep. And all the gods, they had like a face like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I'm sorry that we're doing this.
I'm sorry, but I guess this baby's mine.
I don't remember how this plays out. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. How did they get rid of the Erlking and Perchta?
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
I don't really get what happens.
Gild comes.
Gild comes,
shows up.
and is like, that's my baby. You can't take the baby.
He's like, you can't take the baby because she made a promise that the baby is mine.
And so he turns his back with the baby and is walking out, and Perchta throws a spear, and it goes through both Gild and the baby. And
what the fuck?
mortal Gild and baby die.
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember what happens to Perchta and the Erlking.
I don't know if it's the golden arrows or if some.
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
The Moss Maidens.
Yeah, doesn't she stab them with the golden arrows?
And they both die, and the veil goes back down, and she's back in her body, but at what cost? Type thing.
Yeah, she's back in her body, but she's like cradling both Gild and her baby, and they're both gone. And she's just like begging to the gods, like, please, I need my family back. And they're both, well, the gods.
All of them.
The gods are like, sorry, girl.
And then she says,
the one wish that was made we already granted.
Exactly. I fucking hated the fact that it's like all hope is lost. And then one of them, well, actually, you can break the laws of life and death itself if you speak the true name of the person who died.
Yeah, they told her, if you can tell us his actual name, then we can bring him back. And she was like, I don't fucking know his name. And then she started to think about the story her mother told her, Rumpelstiltskin. So she said Rumpelstiltskin, and the gods told her that's his family name. That's not his actual name.
Can I say?
Yes. Say it, queen.
That the family name is Rumpelstiltskin. That's bad. that's bad. But the worst fucking part is his first name. She didn't even know it. And we didn't even know it. We had Lena, a character who wasn't really that into the story, be like, oh, I actually read it in a book once.
Can I be honest? I don't even remember his fucking name. What was his name?
Gilden.
What?
Gilden.
Gilden? I don't remember that.
Gilden.
I just remember
because I keep saying it. I don't remember what it is.
I just remember being in this moment thinking to myself, when did we learn his name? Because why didn't he ever tell her his government name? That is so fucked up.
Because he didn't know it.
I thought oh yeah, he did.
That's really rude of you, actually.
Oh wait, I'm so fucked up now. Wait, hold on. That's so true.
Hold on, I can tell you what his name is.
If he didn't remember his name, how come he went by Gild?
Because that's the only thing he knew about himself.
Convenient.
Rumpelstiltskin, she said.
I don't like that family name.
I was close. Ermengild.
Ermengild.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine having to moan that name? Ermengild.
She moaned half of it.
Ermengild? Are you fucking kidding me?
Ermengild.
This is so fucking long. No way.
No, it's a nice name. I don't know what language it's supposed to be part of. It's a nice name. It's just not like...
I'm not saying it's an ugly name. I'm just saying
it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Ermengild Rumpelstiltskin. That's a long ass name.
So his true name is revealed, and the gods are like, you did it. You broke it.
You broke the curse, I think.
And you know what? It's kind of fucking weird because she only said that name and not her baby's name.
Well, the baby didn't have a name yet.
Then why is the baby back?
Because of the promise. because they were a package.
Okay, the package deal. And so they both come back, and Gild is like, Serilda? Is that really you?
Babe?
He's like a surfer boy. Is that really you? And so, you know, they look at each other. They kiss.
They kissed their baby.
I thought it was kind of fucking funny that they're over here we're going to be a big happy family, babe. It's going to be you, me, and this baby. It's going to be fucking great. And then fucking the sister in the back. What's my name? Oh, we didn't really, you weren't even in the stories, to be honest.
To be honest, I don't know. You could pick whatever name you like.
So I don't, okay.
Wait, did she not have a name? I don't remember.
No, they didn't find it.
Oh, shit.
And so this story ends with like a story being told in the story. And it's like, I bet you're wondering. A story
within a story again. Oh, I love this.
Love this shit. I bet you're wondering what happened to me and my babe. I guess you can say that allegedly the queen, the king, and their kid and the sister with no name are living pretty good. Or are they? I guess it's for you to find out.
Yeah.
The end.
The end. Woo! Wow. What a good conclusion.
A Rumpelstiltskin retelling.
How did knowing that this was a Rumpelstiltskin retelling affect your thoughts? Or did it? It didn't have to.
I completely fell off at the end.
You fell off.
I was like,
no, queen, no.
I know. I was on the horse. I was like, Marissa, you're a queen. I fell off. I fell off the horse. And
that hurts.
And that shit hurts. I really felt betrayed. I really thought it was an original. Marissa. I guess it's my fault for not reading into it. It probably said in the cover, like, Rumpelstiltskin retelling.
It probably did, honestly. I don't know. Well, I already knew because I knew when the story was... when it first came out.
See, I didn't know anything. So like I said, my one brain cell, it was shocked. And I was so out of it. I still love Gild. Don't get me wrong. And I love his relationship with Serilda and how much he loves Serilda. I love the sister. But the whole ending just felt so convenient.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
And like because of that, I just didn't care. And the fact that it's like, the Erlking and Perchta are dead now. It's like, you're telling me someone could have just gotten a golden arrow and stabbed these bitches?
Wait, I have a question for you. Is this the book you were talking about? I forgot what episode it was. I don't remember. The one where you were like, I don't know what to rate it because, vibes, but I know it wasn't that good.
No, it's not this one.
Oh.
This is the one I texted you about where I was like, ugh.
I don't remember. Wait, what? What did you text me?
I think I texted you like I hated what I just read. I think.
I don't remember that. Wrong bitch.
No, I know I texted it to you.
I'm just kidding. You might have. You know what's funny? So I love the structure of this story. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess the semi-tragic ending, but there's still like a happy ending because there's like magic involved or whatever the fuck. I love that type of ending because it still invokes like a sadness in me, but it's okay because they're happily ever after anyway.
Yeah.
But I agree with you where I didn't love that it was too convenient. I kind of wish that it would have been like her mom being like, okay, sweetheart, you know what? We did give one wish, the only wish we can give to that guy over there,
that bitch,
the Erlking. But if I sacrifice my life, I can give you another one. You know what I mean?
Or that thing you said about Perchta being like, I'll get rid of the Erlking.
Yeah,
that would have been so fucking good.
That would have been so fucking good. Like if she would have been like,
babe,
okay,
what?
The only person I love is the Erlking. So
yeah, I got rid of him.
I don't believe that she loved the baby.
No, I don't think so either. There was one moment, I don't know if you remember, where Lena was like, the baby's literally hungry. Please, Serilda, feed the baby.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And she did, and it was like, and that was the only moment you saw like fondness in Perchta's eyes for this kid.
Yeah,
but I really feel like it's more like, oh, it's cute at the moment. Okay,
yeah,
I'm done with it.
I don't think it's love. No. I don't think this should have worked for the wish.
I just think that this book really fell off for me.
Aww.
And honestly, I would give it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Queen. Me advocating for Marissa Meyer right now. Don't do it, Queen. No.
I think I would give it like a 2.5.
Whoa.
I did not.
You
like
gave the
this
first
book.
one a 5.
It was gold.
You were so proud of that. That was so fucking. Girl, I'm drunk. It takes me like 5 seconds to really grasp what you just said.
I hope that you look back at this episode and clip that, because I could tell my face was like, I said that shit.
Yeah, I said that. Brilliant. Thank you. Wow, 2.5?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
What'd you give it?
Okay, so the first one I gave a 3.5, but it, on Goodreads I would give it a 4. I feel so bad because I do really like Marissa Meyer, but it's not seeming like I do love her. Marissa Meyer, please, if you see this for whatever
Only
reason,
Cheli hates you. I like Marissa Meyer too.
No. I wasn't gonna say that. What the hell?
Make it a joke.
Oh, okay. I would probably give this second one. I feel so bad. I think a 3. I don't know yet. I think a 3.
That's really low for you for a Marissa Meyer book.
Yeah. Heartless, I gave a 5. I didn't love Cinder though. So wait. Marissa, I can explain.
I know you really liked Heartless. I still need to read that shit.
Oh, this was so good.
Wait, can you hold this?
Yes. Ooh, cracking open a cold one.
Have you ever seen the vampire joke? It's like, instead of like cracking open a cold one with the boys, you're cracking open a boy with the cold ones.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I've never heard that before. That is a good one. I love that.
Well, that being said, to everyone who's listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcast on, thank you so much. If you want to rate us, you could rate us 5 stars, and it takes like 2 seconds. Just go to our main page, just click our name, 5 stars.
And it really, really helps us a lot. I feel like we've been blessed with people rating our podcast, so I feel like we've been recommended more because of that.
And it's weird thinking about like where we started,
you know? Oh my god.
So I don't know.
I think fondly.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to leave us a review or recommendation for a book, because this one was recommended by someone,
the bookie artist, shout out to you.
Yes.
Thank you for recommending. Well, technically they recommended the first one, but they were like, there's a sequel, so.
We kept going because of how much I liked the first one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did enjoy the first one.
I did
just not like you did.
But if you want to recommend us a book, you can recommend it to us through Spotify, any of our social media, or on YouTube. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of money, what can they do, Yajaira?
So we do have a Patreon, and at the moment there's not a whole lot of content on there, but if you just want a way to let us know that you really appreciate us and love that we post twice a week most of the time, then you can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to support us on social media, we do have a TikTok at the Bookfix Pod. No, at the Bookfix, THEBOOKFIX. And we have a Goodreads, Instagram, and Threads at the Bookfix Pod, THEBOOKFIXPOD. Thank you. Okay.
Why are we winded?
I don't know. I feel like I ran.
So we're going to read reviews of this book. Cheli, do you want the positive or the negative?
I'll do the positive.
Okay.
I can't see.
Someone said DNF at page 65. I wonder why. I want to know.
I'm only going to read a little part of it, but this comes from Natasha, who gave it a 5 out of 5, and they say, the vividly immersive and gorgeously woven sequel to Marissa Meyer's spectacular reimagining of Rumpelstiltskin continues where Gilded left off, returning us to Aldehyde, the Erlking, and his malevolently dark court. I was absolutely enamored of the rich and deliciously atmospheric world building we encountered in Gilded, and loved how Meyer expands on it in Cursed. Although just as vividly detailed as the first, the tone definitely felt a little darker, with its hauntingly bleak and slightly macabre imagery that was reminiscent of the Grimm's original. I also wanted to say, overall, Cursed is another fabulously refreshing, plot twisty, and utterly addictive YA fantasy that fans of Marissa Meyer or dark fairy tale retellings simply must read. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend checking out the first book in the series, Gilded.
This review comes from Emily. They gave it 1 out of 5 stars and they wrote, Meyer really dropped the ball with this series. This is the last of her books I will ever read. The writing and characterization in both of these books were so bad that I wondered at times if a ghost author was writing under her name. The pluralized pronouns to refer to individual characters jolt you out of a story that is difficult to get into. Meyer herself couldn't keep up with the nonsense and referred to one of her theys as a he at one point. To top it off, Bella Swan is a better heroine than Serilda, and I didn't think anybody could be worse than Bella Swan.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Okay, now watch me chug this drink.
Chug, 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 chug.
It's empty.
Ah, fuck.
Wait, my other one is, I got piña. Lemon lime. I was wrong. It tasted like piña.
I was gonna say, when the fuck did they have a piña? I was like, I didn't get that shit because we have the same one. We have literally the same drink.
It was the only one they put in there. It is actually lemon. That's what I think about it.
That is too fucking funny. Oh my god. Okay, stay tuned. We're doing Powerless. Bye.
Let me drink more.